Hello and welcome, this is Cheryl. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Exactly a year ago today, April 1st, 2022, I did this piece. Basically, it was just to test how much alcohol ink fades. So I've taken this piece and I've had it in the sunniest window in my house for the past year. I did do a 6-month update. I'll put a link to it in the description down below. But you can see for both sides, there's not a huge difference. This side here has no sprays or anything on it. This side here, I sprayed it with Kamar varnish as well as UV spray to help with the sunlight. Now, I put the tape in the center, hoping to have an area with no sunlight, and when I did my 6-month update, really there's not a whole lot of difference in there. I thought maybe it was going to be more of the darker colors in there, but the isopropyl alcohol seeped underneath there, and that's what we're seeing there. So there's not a whole lot of change between the light or between the sprayed area and the non-sprayed area. I just figured it's helpful to have a it's helpful to test it, basically. So I happen to live in rainy BC, but we have had the least or below normal rain in the last 8 months. We're going on 8 months in a row with below normal rain. So once again, I've had this in the sunniest window in my house, and that is how much things have faded in a year, which really you can't actually see any fading in my opinion. I can't tell a noticeable difference between the two sides. I'll probably put this back in the window just to see what happens, you know, in a year or two or whatever, but I don't know if I'm going to do any more updates on it. I was actually really surprised to find that in a year there was virtually no difference. I thought there was going to be a lot more of a significant difference in those between the two sides there. But there you go. If you've ever been curious about how much alcohol ink fades in a year, in the sunniest window of my house, it hasn't faded a whole lot. Like I said, I'll probably put this back in the window. If I happen to at some point notice a significant difference or whatnot, I might do an updated video, but I'm not going to do it every 6 months or a year like I did in this past year. So once again, this side here has Kamar and UV spray on it. This side has no spray at all and is just the alcohol ink on top of the primer there. And this was completely covered in tape other than to do my 6-month update video, but I can't say there's a huge difference between either one of the sides and the part that was covered in tape other than sticky tape residue. So there you go. If you've ever wondered how much alcohol ink fades in the sun, that's my answer from my experiment.